Attention students, the Jabroni University Network is now in session. Please make your way to class.
Coming to you from fabulous Studio B Plus in Bradenton, Florida, it's the Draft Podcast.
Oh yeah, where's the music?
I guess it'll all be in post.
Yeah, it's getting added in post, baby.
James,
I wasn't planning on doing any work, but I guess I will now that we're here.
Yeah,
I'm your temporary, one day only host, Daniel Solorzano, co-hosts Drew Kistler and Sweet Rap Sandy Liner.
bang bang. Oh, is this thing happening right now?
That's happening.
Oh my god!
Wait, bang bang. Since when are you Scrump? You're just stealing other people's things. And I'm here live in my studio apartment in Palmetto, Florida.
Get the gaming hub and library, aka the attic.
Yes.
AKA,
I know that's not exactly how it goes, Ben. Sorry.
What's the thing called above, like the stairs?
Gaming
Now
and
that-
recording hub. I'm pretty sure.
Now that we've got the business
Loft.
out of the way, let's party in the butt. You know.
Yeah. Oh man, we are so fucking lost without James.
we do
Thank
business
you,
in the
Daniel,
front.
for coming on.
Yeah.
we do business in the front, so we can.
Party in the butt.
That's right.
Yeah, like business. Like, where do we go? Oh, I don't know. What's that show called? JabroniU.com.
My favorite part about why did we ever meet is that Ashley either can't or refuses to remember JabroniU.com,
Yeah.
I respect it.
much to Wes's ire every single time, and it's
So here's how we're gonna
funny
start.
every single time.
It's because Wes has spent so much time donkey punching her that all that CTE is really got.
She got
to her.
donkey
Easy.
brains.
Yeah,
You're
she
smart.
got
Easy.
literal
You
donkey
guys are
brains.
spoiling.
You get donkey punch, you get donkey brains.
That's
that
true, that's
only
true.
makes sense.
I got a certificate. So
You have a certificate.
well, we are already off to the races spoiling things, and let's just kick it over to KA for our song. KA. Why did we ever meet? Tell me your face. Fucking no, man.
Tell me your face.
Biff, all right.
Saddle up. I did it again. What am I doing here?
Well, we're drafting best episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia today. This is my fault for not taking any sort of charge. I called myself the host and then I didn't do it.
This is yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, James is like, all right, Andy, you're gonna do this, and I totally shit the bed here.
I know. What's
I
funny is
pooped my
Andy's
bed.
the host.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, but I threw the hosting rights over to you, Drew.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's because I'm in control of the Zoom.
Yeah, and Drew's fucking internet has donkey braids, so now like the hosting got passed on to me.
Well, it's weird. I think the song resets my brain when we get going. You know what I'm saying? Like the
okay.
siren of the school bell, whatever,
Yeah.
and then the song, and then I'm like, okay, it's time.
Attention,
I'll-
teachers
I'll-
and students.
Yeah.
Attention, teachers and students.
Oh man. All right.
Well,
here
I'll
we
tell you.
go.
I'll tell you this much though. I'm sending this audio file over to James and making him do work.
Oh yeah, he already said he's gonna post.
Yeah, he'll
Good.
post it.
God,
We should
God
say
bless
yes. James.
Oh,
is
yeah.
James is off tonight. He's prepping for Hurricane Ian, and
in
This is
the middle of the night,
first-
apparently.
Yeah.
which is apparently why I feel like maybe me and Daniel should be doing too, but I guess not.
I got 3 hurricane shutters up today. So
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
on
Yeah.
the most annoying part of the house, which is the front, because I had to trample the garden.
Oh, I was
Man.
going to do it today, and my landlord was like, he sent me a text earlier. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be by tomorrow to do all the shutters," and I was like, "Oh, thank God." Like,
Yeah, I'll just
all right.
figure out
I
from
might
my
be here
wife
when
what
you
I
are.
have to do. So
thank God, because I have to fly to my own tenement in Detroit to put up the hurricane shutters over there.
oh man. Well,
Drew's
I
the
guess it's sweet
slumlord,
rap
ladies and
time,
gentlemen.
right?
Oh, yeah. As of this Saturday, I will officially be a slumlord.
Oh God.
Got-
ACAB
Slumlord
includes
Dollionaire.
slumlords.
Yeah.
Just so you know, fit that in your rap somewhere, Andy.
Okay. The slumyard dollionaire, Drew
That's right.
Kistler with his derriere.
I thought
It's
you were gonna
always
say-
sunny on
Wait,
the Draft Pod show. We a team, but for this ep, we had to go D solo. The gang gets together for some consensual horseplay. It's nighttime, but this comes out in day like Charlie. We going balls out, getting with OJ to play some tennis. Murder with you a smile like we were Dennis. But shit, we didn't do it. I mean, we all kind of nerdy. We fly together, but we ain't no bird D. But you know we will talk a little smack like Mark Morrison. It's Return of the Mac. You see James over there on that dank. He'll come off the couch naked like the homie Frank. Andy over here looking all thick with it. He's going downhill faster than Rickety Cricket. The Kisslers in high school were the Ohio O'Doyles. Drew grew up and became one of the McPoyles. Oh, and then there's Daniel to add to our stack. Dude has bigger hands than Uncle Jack. When the four of us come together, that shot is money. Because this gang of four keep it funny. So sit back and drop some edibles. Yummy. Because we about to draft the best eps from It's Always Sunny.
Wee. So I had an idea since we don't have the spin the wheel right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a D20 for the three of us.
Okay.
Okay.
D solo. I'll roll Drew, Andy, and then myself, and then whoever gets the highest goes first.
Are we say a number?
Highest as in 20?
Yes, highest is in
Okay.
20.
Do I
All
say a
right,
number?
Drew coming strong out of the gate with an 18.
Yes.
Oh man,
Dude,
I
that is
picked
fucking
19.
critical.
This
hit right
isn't
there.
about picking numbers,
I
Andy.
picked 19.
Okay.
critical.
Andy picked 19. He rolled a 15. So
Ooh.
Oh, so only
Yeah,
4
you're good.
off. That's
All right.
closer.
Come on, baby. Nat 20.
You
nat
were
20,
16
nat 20.
away. I was 4
Ah,
off.
9. Bollocks. So the order today is Drew, Andy, and Daniel.
And
Dad.
Daniel, you have a steel card, and since James is missing, he has gifted Drew a steel card and myself a steel card for the episode.
Why do you get another steel card?
Well,
'Cause
because
James isn't
James
here.
gifted it for us for missing his first episode.
All right, that's fine. I learned my lesson about.
Plus, you know we like to make up the rules as we go when you come on the show.
I hate you. If I'm hosting the show, can't I make up a rule that like we can't just fucking make up bullshit rules to mess with me? Oh, God damn it.
Oh man, you know what's messed up? Since the acclaimed, I have a hard time doing anything other than scissors and rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. And I always want the other person to do scissors too, so then we can do it. And then they can be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, oh, you don't watch wrestling.
All right, Drew, you're on the clock.
Oh man, I wish you would have kept talking. It's an unenviable task to pick the greatest episode of all time.
It really is. The first spot kind of sucks here.
There's just so many good things. Wait, hold on a second. All right, now I'm on the show.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's right.
I got you your minute and a half too. So
Oh man, I forgot about all that. God, James is really the glue that holds this thing together.
Well,
you
I
know?
feel like everyone has like one favorite Sunny episode though. Like I have a clear number one. I
Okay.
think with like how deep this is, there's so many good choices. Like I think we should just vote with our hearts today.
Okay.
As opposed to
All
trying
right.
to pick the best episode.
I'm with
All
it.
right.
I'm with it. I know where I'm going.
So
This would be my number one.
Something's a number one pick, but you have a number one pick in your heart. What's your number one pick in your heart?
Come on, Drew.
All right.
Don't fuck it up
listen.
though, because this is the number one overall.
In season 4, they answered the critical question. In episode 7, and that was who pooped the bed.
Oh man. I never heard that.
Man, Artemis in that episode. My
Yeah.
God, what a fucking monologue.
Yes, what a performance. But that's not it, is it, Frank? the whole thing of like getting it dissected, like, oh, there's pieces of newspaper. Well, that could be either one of us.
Some shredded up credit card could go either way. How is that not specific to one of you?
They're like wolf hair in there or something too.
Again, inconclusive. Yeah, that's a,
and like that like scientist guy that's like overly eager to fucking examine their poop. So fucking good.
You have wasted our time. You've ruined our sample. That's a great one, man. All right,
it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I pooped again while she was talking.
I wrapped it up. Seriously, don't ever poop in the bed again.
and D trying to be fucking classy, like that when she fucking steals those shoes and just fucking takes the header into the fucking car door.
Oh God, that is real, by the way.
Yes. Oh, love it.
All right, Andy, boop. you're on the clock. I gave you a little extra time there, Drew.
Oh man, okay. All right, I'm going with my heart. I'm gonna do the thing that Daniel wanted us to do. So I'm gonna go with something that if I was all of a sudden swooped up into the Always Sunny universe and I happen to be in the bar and one of the characters or whatever, this is totally something I would want to do because this is some things I have done in my actual life. So I'm a big fan of games, as the Draft Pod understands, So I gotta go with Charlie McDennis Game of Games.
Yes.
That's like that is one of those. That one is like such a good episode, and it's such a good choice too.
Yeah.
How much time are we supposed to get for these things? A minute and a half doesn't.
We can go however we want to. James isn't here.
I know, but I don't.
It's 2.5, and we usually have
1 minute,
1.5 minute. Yeah, like a 1 minute warning.
Yeah.
Okay. That's when we get the. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this particular episode for me is kind of what Always Sunny is. Yeah. There's a bunch of other episodes where they have special guests or they get outside or all of this kind of stuff. But at the core of what Always Sunny is about, it's these 5 people inside of the bar, and we get that. And actually we get Frank crazily as the straight man in this.
Yeah. You know what? Here's what I'm like, look, Daniel's on the show, so we're making up rules, right? Like anything that's a part 1, part 2 counts as one episode. Like,
yeah, that's fine.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this, even though it was like 2 or 3 seasons later.
I'll give
you
Charlie
give him
McDennis
Charlie
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, Charlie too. Yeah. That's fair.
I'll take that. Yeah.
That means you get a double header for the gang beats Boggs. You get a double. You get that double header for high school reunion.
Gun Fever.
Gang goes to hell, which is a 2-parter. I'm just anything that's 2 parts. I'll just put it in there.
Yeah, I agree. I like it, but yeah, this one's absolute fire. And what's great about it is it's not based in any sort of fact. It's based on opinion that they had, 9-10 years ago or whatever it was. Like,
what was the one? It was about. Wasn't it Chumbawamba or whatever?
Yeah. Exactly. So like, and the figures, like just the black like
why Dennis bad person or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think I wrote this one. You clearly wrote this.
Yeah. And he's just like, you can see his face, Glenn's face,
because Dennis is a bastard man.
Yeah. Oh man. And then Dennis getting so cocky that he throws the beer into the cage, and that's what sparks like Frank somehow coming up with this plan of like, oh, they're not drinking beer, like, and like the whole reference is they clearly have been cheating the entire time they've been playing every single time.
But then they still beat them.
It's a good insight into Frank, like still being like he has no idea what's going on, but he's still trying to win the game.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a great
too
choice.
when they switch out the figures for fucking flags. Like Frank, I didn't know it was gonna look like that. I'm pretty sure you did, Frank.
Frank's flag is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Whew, boy. All right. What a double score for Andy there.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
All right. Clock's on me, and I got the wraparound, the sweet wraparound. Okay. This is probably my favorite episode of the show, and it's great because you get to literally see like the man finally just become completely unraveled. And this is like when Frank really clearly becomes Frank, so much so that the gang has to give Frank an intervention.
Yes. Oh man.
It is it's an oft quoted episode. Like, I
don't play Nightcrawlers anymore.
I at least once a day. Oh hell yeah, baby, hell yeah!
and it's
I'm feeling like my nerves are shot. I feel like I need a little can wind to unwind.
It's conducive to my violent hand gestures.
Oh man, I'm loving Frank getting a handy under the table from old Gail the snail.
She's just mashing it.
Just mashing it.
Oh God, yeah, that's the first appearance of the snail. I'm exploring my body now. I'm a sexual person. I'm sexually active. Gail, you're 35 years old. You're supposed to be sexually active. You're not supposed to be fondling your uncle under the breakfast table. She's just mashing it.
Later on, she mashes someone else trying to, get him jealous.
Yeah.
Later episode.
Mac's angle is that he's trying to re-beg Frank's wife. He's like, "You beg my wife? Oh, you didn't know that?" You're always safe when you're with me.
God. And then you got the memeable moment with Frank just like oozing that shit out of his mouth.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
Where did you go?
Wait, there's going to be firearms? Oh yeah, there's most definitely going to be a gun.
Yeah. You're a trap. You're a trap. You're a trap. You're a trap.
The like lady intervening, like, do I need to be here? No, we're done.
All right, and now for
Number
my
2.
wraparound.
I'm attempting to keep track of this, and my God, James, credit to you for everything you do. Holy shit!
All right, I got my another 2.5 minutes here. Okay, so my number 2 choice. God, there's so many good episodes, and my number 3 is probably gonna get swooped up in this next round, but I'm still gonna go with my heart here because this episode's so goddamn funny. Speaking of people completely unraveling, Mac and Dennis moved to the suburbs.
Good one.
I wanted that one.
It's oh my God. That episode.
Hot one today. Is it?
Yeah.
Dude, we get Dennis naked.
That's another one. Just
I've been hearing it the whole
time. So my brother, like he does, Ubery type stuff, transport stuff, and he's always having to drive on the interstate, like in Orlando. And every time I'm on the phone with him, it's just like, seize the gap. Cow, fat cow. And you're gonna be like, why are you covered in blood? Because I just slit the throat of the guy, caused all the traffic, you fat pig.
Oh man. Oh, Mac just hysterically laughing when he feeds the dog to him is like maybe the greatest TV laugh of all time. Like, oh shit.
Ah,
Oh,
you
it's
didn't
so
even
good.
blink twice when I told you the dog died. So funny, and Dennis's mind unraveling. Like, yeah, sure is hot one day, huh, Wally?
Yeah.
You don't know hot, do you, Wally? Hot's a storm. You ever been in a storm, Wally? A storm of fists raining down on you, blasting you in the chest until you feel like your heart's gonna stop. You ever been in a storm, Wally?
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah, they go nuts, and then they still lose the bet at the end. And also, I love that they don't know what to do with the garbage, and they just have a room filled with garbage bags, and nobody says anything. And also, the back of the
also the bet, like it sticks through the next season,
and
they have to sleep with
the black man. No, the old man.
Yeah, the old man.
All right, listen. So, old black man. Now you got me saying it. Yeah, and it's great. It's a great one. Andy, get your number two. You're on the clock here.
All right.
This whole episode is gonna be me quoting Sunny episodes. I don't even care.
It's all good. Wild card, bitch. No shit. No, I shouldn't have said that. Because I should have held that one. But the one I'm gonna go with is what I think most people would probably say, like, okay, this is probably the best episode. It's one of my favorite episodes. It's going to get scooped up sometime soon. So I'm going to take it now. And I'm going to take the Dennis system.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a great episode.
Yeah. Demonstrate value, engage physically, nurture dependence, neglect emotionally, inspire hope, separate entirely.
And then Mac move in after completion.
That's my favorite one, actually. The movement. Yeah, I'm doing the Mac system. And then Frank, he just comes in with a fucking wad.
I dropped my monster condom from my Magnum dong.
Oh man. Yeah, it's so. Here's the thing. I've now taken 2 of these, but anytime there is a whiteboard or some sort of paper that they are turning inside of the bar, somehow those episodes are all gold.
Yeah, it's when they're in the bar congregated together trying to figure something out. Like those are the creams of the crop.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but you pull out like some sort of pad or something for them, and all of a sudden, like, the shit's just amazing.
I can think of one other episode offhand where they do that. That's in my list of things, and yeah, those episodes are always great.
Yeah,
love the Dennis system.
I knew somebody who actually they like legitimately, and this is some sociopathic behavior, but they legitimately were like, the Dennis system. Like they were like, no, yeah, I try to do that or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
this guy's trying to read Dennis, you dude.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so fucking good. It's just such a good episode.
All right, Drew, you're on the clock.
All right, I'm gonna go with this season. I could take this whole season.
What season is it?
12.
Okay, so my bread and butter is in season 11. I think I've got 3 on my short list. 3 season 11s. I've only got 1 from 12. There's 12 is a good season though.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with The Gang Goes to the Water Park though.
Oh,
really?
Such a classic.
Yeah. I like the that's not my favorite episode in that season. I do like the Dennis and the girl, the B story there where they're I mean, which is actually the A story, really.
Dude, Frank. Fucking Frank. Oh my God.
I've got AIDS.
So yeah, like that's a must need to draft episode then. Tell me like why out of all this 12
I don't like there are just so many, and like I said, I think I'm gonna go back to this season for sure.
Yeah, sometimes between 7 and 9 is probably my sweet spot.
Just like
Yeah.
Dennis like being on display in this, where he just like he's looking at that one lady and like she's like, hey, and he just goes like just moves his hand and like she just sits back down and he comes over and then like he's like, making up the fake story about his daughter, and then that little girl comes up and like Dad, can I have $20? And he's like, interesting. She goes, what's interesting? Shut up, I'm done with you, keep up. And then he just leaves.
Man.
And yeah, like, dude, the ending of him, like just the noise of like them putting a water bottle on this 100-foot slide, thinking that's going to do something. And like that noise of him just drive like back, just like fucking just blood everywhere.
Oh man.
And then that whole like, anytime you get that theme, like shit's getting wild.
Yeah.
And hey, it's the vagina kind of AIDS, not the gay AIDS. So that's
and let's be clear. Listen, whenever you're at a water park, no matter how tempting those drains are, never put your butthole or genitalia near them.
All right. You got another 2.5 minutes for your wraparound there.
Hey,
has anyone
real
been
quick
writing these down?
I got it down. I'm
good. You can do the read back. I was like, I can't wait till we do the read back, and then I have not been taking anything down.
Real quick, peeing in community pools, yes or no for you guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right, that's a consensus.
I mean, when you get in there, it's pretty much 80% chlorine, 20% urine. So
right, exactly.
There's not even water like at that point.
Yeah. So. Like I feel like the urine's probably better for your eyes than the chlorine.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go to your sweet spot then.
All right, you're on the clock, Drew.
I'm gonna go with Charlie Catches a Leprechaun.
Now that's
season 11, episode 8.
So that's he catches a leprechaun, and then the rest of the gang is doing the mobile Patty's
Patty's wagon or whatever. Yeah.
Come to the Patty's wagon.
They just keep dropping people off in the middle of nowhere. Holding them at gun. Well, we need your wallets and your phones.
Well, they're reluctantly robbing them at first as a safeguard, and then they're just like, fuck it, we're robbing these people. Phones and wallets, everyone. You know the drill.
And yeah, just the whole thing with the leprechaun of like it actually being a fucking leprechaun.
I always love these episodes where Dennis has a plan to implement that should go very simply, and then it always goes wrong at every turn of the way, and it just frustrates him to the end of the earth.
Oh man, I just saw something else I should have took.
That's all right, baby.
All right. Yeah, maybe it'll come back. I feel like it's a favorite of yours too, though. So, but yeah, man. And this is like, I feel like 11-2 is like when you really start getting into the like they've already kind of the seeds are already there, but they're really exploring whether or not Mac is actually gay.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like he goes to
it's getting closer,
the rainbow room or whatever he goes to.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of wild though about this episode? There's not many like St. Patty's Day episodes prior to this one. I don't know. Was this the first one?
I feel like they had another one because I remember there one being like an actual party at the bar.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, like they were like never doing like St. Patty's Day episodes, and this was kind of that. So,
all right.
I think they were always dropping in the fall too. So
that's true.
All right,
man.
Bouncing back to Andy.
There's so many like bangers just sitting out there, but
I know,
I'm
like,
gonna go.
I would have been pissed if we only had 5 picks. Like,
God, that would have been so tough. You know what? I'm gonna go with one of my favorite ones. It's apropos for this network to be drafting this one fairly high. So give me the gang wrestles for the troops.
Yeah.
You know, you get Piper in there as Maniac, like Trash Man.
You know what I love you boys. You remind me of my own kids. Oh, you got kids, the Maniac? No, not anymore.
He's got a bucket of chestnuts.
Oh man.
Is he just eating chestnuts? I think he lives in his car.
And then
and when you left, he kept calling you the N-word.
He was like, and you and then this.
Oh my god! Is for whatever reason, the scene that I absolutely laughed the hardest at is when Dee's running away because the dude from the military is coming off the bus in the wheelchair, right? And she gets up out of there, and fucking Frank puts on the "Kiss from the Rose" song.
And you're supposed to be wearing red. You're a desert rose. Fine, I'll be a desert grape.
Oh my god, I lose my shit every time seeing that. But yeah, this and then even the lead up where they're talking about Hulk Hogan and like wrestling in general and all that. It's just
his hair is so silky smooth. You get the gift of the gym shorts or the jean shorts in this, which he wears in every episode.
Yeah.
So it's like that's one thing I love that this show does really well is it remembers the shit it did before. So
double down on something, especially if it's really stupid, like give it someone a pair of shorts.
I mean that's why some of these characters like some of my it hasn't really been the case so far, but like some of my favorite stuff is when you get that picture or those episodes where you get everybody in it, like all those side characters.
Yeah, man, and just Roddy so great.
Oh man,
the Birds of War, man.
Okay,
and the walkout song, phenomenal.
The eagles born out of thunder.
Oh man, that's all right. I'm going personal here. There's some bangers out there, but I'm going personal.
Okay. I honestly I can't believe this is still on the board, so I'm very happy about this. This is probably one of the best cameos that can never happen again, and it's season 9's Mac Day.
Damn it. See, that's where I messed up. This is the one I actually wanted. I was thinking it would come back.
Sean William Scott is so fucking good.
God, yeah.
And this is another one of those episodes where it's suicide is badass. So best quote in that episode. Suicide is badass. And
Country Mac is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Shut up, stupid science bitch.
Science bitch. Yeah.
And just jumping off the bridge like nothing.
God, like first of all, the conceit of the episode is so funny. They set up the screaming pillow, which I love the screaming pillow. It's my favorite GIF. And when Trump got elected, that is what I posted on that day. Just the screaming into the pillow GIF.
Oh man,
fucking felt like.
Fuck yeah! This was easily one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, they have to do whatever Mac wants to all day. It's so fucking funny,
dude. And then they have to go oil up the dudes.
That's Frank. No. and then Country Max is like, oh yeah, I'm getting numbers left, right, and center here. Oh, they're chicks here? Nah, dude. Oh, you're gay? Loud and proud, brother. Loud and proud. And he's just everything. He's everything that Mac thinks he is. It's
yeah.
And the scene of them being stoned eating the fucking chips is like one of the best. Like, yeah, Country Mac's cool.
He's the
You know,
best. Yeah.
I always thought that, I hated God and all that other stuff too. It turns out I hate Mac. It's like he thinks he's your best friend. Oh God. All right. I'll turn around on this one here. Okay.
Damn.
So
that one hurts.
This is this one's gonna be a silly season 11 episode, man. And it's I technically get the first half if I pick the second half of the episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that gives me the Maureen Ponderosa wedding massacre because I'm drafting McPoyle versus Ponderosa. The
Damn
trial
it! I
century.
should have fucking took it. Yes.
It's first of all, the whole setup for the episode is that other episode, and so they're on,
is amazing.
They're on trial, and Reginald Bell Johnson as the fucking judge. Like that episode gets a million fucking points to start with.
And this, so not this, but like the murder episode was the one, or the actual wedding massacre. That's the one I was like, oh, I just saw this one and I should have taken it. Oh
God. And like I love Pondy in this episode because we find out that Frank is Ponderosa's sponsor.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things, like I just like, well, what can I do to help you? He's like, well, I really feel like what would help me is doing a bunch of cocaine. I'll support that decision.
Oh man.
And then the whole thing with the giant taped hands on, and then he's like, so we're pointing to that man over there, and the hand flies off. Nobody look at me! Nobody look at me!
Hey, it's appropriate. I gave it to you in the sweet wrap.
Yeah, dude. Uncle Jack is like
oh man,
like the level of fucking like where this guy goes, because like again it's like he's just saying this shit in like weird improv kind of things, and it just keeps coming back.
Oh yeah,
because he lays like even that like 2 episodes before I think he says something about like the other lawyer's hands or something like that.
Yeah, big masculine hands.
Yeah.
Can you put your hands over my hands? And then the best thing in the world is the payoff of the really dumb fucking joke that Charlie is well versed in bird law. And, and he cross-examines with bird law, and it's the funniest thing. And you're like, oh my God, this is so hilarious. And then it's capped off with Charlie thinks that this man can talk to birds because he's a bird specialist. I love those fucking payoffs, man.
Yeah, this is a good time for this question. Who is you guys' favorite side character in Always Sunny?
Ooh, good question. Yeah.
Bill
Breaker.
No. I can't answer it because I might answer it with my next pick.
Okay. What do you got, Andy?
Well, I was waiting to hear you guys before I
waiting to steal ideas. My brain immediately says Artemis.
Okay.
But God, I don't know, man. Charlie's mom makes me laugh quite.
Oh man. Yeah. Fuck, that's a great one.
I mean,
I was gonna go Rickety Cricket, but that's
potty.
Yeah.
The McPoyles and like at all. Oh God.
Yeah, I weirdly really like Ben the Soldier.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. I just like that's a nice guy. I just when he's on screen, it's comforting, you know.
And it is funny because like anytime the show seems to like introduce a new character, it's like you have this character, and then as the seasons progress, they get sucked into like their cone of awfulness. It ends up like Rickety Cricket, like obviously the best example, but somehow like Ben the Soldier just never comes out bad for it.
No,
just stays the course the whole time. Just like solid fucking dude.
In fact, well, even when the later episode when him and fucking Piper are back, and he's like he sold all the fucking the juice or whatever to him. He's like, oh yeah, he's like one of my best salesmen.
Dude, and they were trying to trigger his like PTSD, which he doesn't have, you know. So, but yeah, he's next to John Cena. He's one of the most iconic jean short wearers.
That's right. Ooh, that's a draft.
Oh my god,
Jort's draft. Jort's wearer draft.
Wow.
Well,
put that on the board.
This is the end of round 4, right?
Holy shit! Did we get through? I don't think I've done my 4th pick yet.
Oh, did we? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you just did your 4th, and then I asked the question.
Yeah, then
we go back through the 2.
I like.
I got my 4th on the wrapper. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Go.
All right. So this one isn't necessarily the funniest of episodes. It's still hilarious, but this is one of the coolest episodes they've ever done, and I'm really into the fucking anxiety of it and all that, and just seeing things from Charlie's head. So let's go Charlie work.
No,
Charlie,
absolutely.
Charlie
Honestly, this would have been my next pick had like you not just brought up the other thing of the character thing. So
okay,
Charlie work is fucking great.
It's so fucking brilliantly done, man.
Oh, you goddamn bitch! Just move the fucking dumpster.
Dude, and everything, like it gives you a new appreciation for Charlie of like, holy shit, like, wait, Charlie's kind of quietly running the bar, like, and we don't really discuss that, you know?
Yeah.
Right, and they're like, don't worry about it. We always pass the thing because because they don't realize that Charlie does all that shit. So
right? Yeah. Oh man, it's so fucking good.
I love that. Like as soon as things start, it's just one long continuous shot.
Yeah,
it's so amazing.
Yeah, it was like when they came back from commercial break, that whole like middle segment was all one shot.
Yeah,
and the interior and the exteriors are in 2 different places, so like they physically can't like do it all as one shot, but like that whole Birdman type, just one continuous fucking sequence. Like any movie that has a big long sequence like that is always the shit. Like the
Baby
Raid,
Driver.
The Raid comes to mind.
Fucking True Detective, I think, is what they were actually. True Detective and Birdman is what they like quote as like being kind of done, but like man. And then the whole fucking time you're like, what is Charlie doing when he kept going to the stool?
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, what is this part? So I remember like being like, okay,
yeah, you think it's just like a nervous tick.
He's doing. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, he did all that for a joke that he didn't get fucking credit for.
I love when they do stuff that at the time seems like it's for no reason, like nothing's for no reason in that fucking show. Like,
right it's just fucking brilliant foresight.
All right.
I do very much, I do love it when Charlie is the voice of reason out of the entire group, like it's like especially because he's like They're like, well, you don't know what we're doing. He's like,
Right.
He's like, I don't know. Let me take a guess. You were going to rub these, you were going to contaminate these steaks with chicken feathers, and you meant to order 1,000 steaks, but Dee's fat finger pressed an extra zero. Am I somewhere in the ballpark there? Love it.
Yeah, we pretty much told you that though.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think Daniel, we've had this conversation before. Like there's another episode too. It's like the episodes where they have to like do their jobs.
Yeah.
Like, some of the best stuff.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's
this
like,
gives me
what's in
very
the nut?
much some of that fucking Sandler uncut gems tension.
Yeah.
There's some of that in there, which is it's just so good.
Yeah, I love it. All right, Drew, you're on the clock. Gave Andy a real fast and loose 2.5 there.
Yeah.
But it, who
This-
cares?
Okay.
Charlie work,
Here.
baby.
Back to season 12, episode 9, A Cricket's Tale.
Yeah, that episode's so fucking weird.
And like the
But I
way
do
they
love
set
the
it up
beginning.
like 3 episodes before with like, hey, is it cool if I go into the bathroom and do some PCP? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. They did a lot of that in that season because oh man. They really did do a lot of that in that season. I like
Is this
that.
the parkour one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, there's like
God.
they do the whole Aladdin street rat thing kind of
Yes.
like
It's literally stealing a loaf of bread.
yeah.
Oh man.
And then like his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
What's her name? Belle? Or no or the payoff of that where you find out it's just the fucking dog.
Oh, where he's tonguing her. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
'cause
the
he's-
dog.
He's high on
Yes.
PCP the entire time.
Oh,
You know what
fuck.
guest star
So
I
good.
really appreciated in that episode? His brother is the brother from Titus. I fucking love him.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Dude, Titus was a banger of a show.
I love Titus, man. That
Yeah.
guy was ahead of his fucking time.
That
for sure.
easily, like no doubt, one of the best, if not the best, stand-up shows I've ever been to. Was
Oh.
his.
I've seen some of his stand-up stuff. It's funny.
It was fucking incredible. Yeah.
I-
I think that was like my first date with my wife, actually.
yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, first date with Erica was to go see Titus in Orlando.
nice.
Yeah.
Now we're at the end of the
Yeah.
4th round. So
Yeah, now we can do it.
Exhibit.
So Raven.
Yeah, so shit.
Draft polish. No.
If it's splendid or it
Blows.
blows.
So Raven. So
shady.
Pew, pew.
I think we did it justice.
Yeah.
This is the most unprofessional shit I've ever done in my
James wanted us to mention that he had a great Raven this week. He went to the Bucks and Packers game courtesy of Andy, and then he got to witness Andy's wife save a life. So
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Let's hear about that, Andy.
I don't know if it was saving a life, but she definitely
already throwing your wife under the bus.
No.
that piece of shit could never
Somebody
save a
like
life.
fell down, their legs weren't working. They hit the stop sign, and she like as soon as James and I rushed there because it was so hot. They left in the third quarter to crank up the AC, my wife and my kid. And so me and James come rolling out after the game. And all of a sudden she's got a first aid kit in her hand and she says, "Watch Grayson, I'm going over there." And she like runs over there and starts doing some stuff and like, yeah, helps out with this whole thing and gets everything taken care of. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty crazy to watch. I was like, yeah, I definitely couldn't do any of that shit. So, so yeah, she was nurse on the spot and got it done. But, yeah, so me, James, her, and my kid, his first game went to Green Bay versus Tampa Bay, and it was sweltering hot. And, we spent too much money because my kid, could not give a shit less about the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the heat or he just doesn't care about football.
That's a long time for a kid to sit still to watch anything.
Well, yeah, and we did tailgating ahead of time too. So,
well, yeah, great Raven, James. That's the Raven. That's Sheedy. We're done.
None of us even get one.
I'll combine that in with mine too.
Okay.
It was Raven, but also it was so fucking hot, and that was real Sheedy.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Yeah. So yeah, we're done doing that for a long time.
At least go to a December game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll stick to indoor sports. Yeah.
I'll parlay that sports talk into my Raven. Laura and Jensen and I caught a Rowdies game on Friday.
Hey,
nice.
And that was
Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Yeah, it was a fun. Never seen the Rowdies before. Mm-hmm. That's little stadium's nice. It used to be the baseball stadium or whatever, but it's retrofitted for soccer now, and there's a good crowd. Bought some swag. Jensen never seen a real soccer game before, and he quite enjoyed that. And
cool.
Yeah, I honestly think that would have been way better of a time for my kid than the Bucks game. I really do. Like,
the good thing about soccer is, it's 45 minutes, no matter what. You get 45 minutes of actual play time. It may take, for two halves of 45, so 90 minutes.
Right.
So it might push 100 minutes,
Yeah.
But you should get 90 minutes of like actual clocked in play time, and like that's it. One break in the middle, and it's like fucking done.
Yeah. Dude, it's relaxing as hell to watch. It's why I love watching it.
Now they drew, by the way, if you want to know the score, but we did get to, we got to saw one legitimate, like, boom, goal. Yeah. Nice. That's because you have to wait for it so badly in soccer. Like when it happens, it's like busting a nut.
Yeah. Have you seen Welcome to Wrexham yet?
Oh no, I haven't. With Ryan Reynolds and that other guy, right?
Yeah, the other guy. Yeah, it's been featured.
Yeah, the guy from Mythic Quest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He makes some special appearances in Always Sunny.
Yeah. You know what? Other than that, just some, a lot of Raven. I've been on a buying spree. Got hit with some targeted ads, and you know what? Going in on it.
Yeah, I bought a
cool model kits, and also this is the best Raven by far though. We've been moving Jensen into a new bedroom so that Lucy can have her own room. This is supposed to be done before Lucy was born. She's 8 months old now, by the way. But outside circumstances, it took a long time.
COVID, I get it.
So the house has been undergoing some severely needed spring cleaning, and now we actually got all of Jensen's stuff into his new bedroom. So now we can start moving the stuff that's been boxed up all over the place for over a year at this point into Lucy's room. And so the house is starting to clear up a little bit, and like that's good because my head's gonna explode. And that's the best thing out of all of it is that we're getting into we're getting the house into order. And after how much shit we got done last weekend, I just felt really optimistic. I was like, good, this is gonna make me not be depressed for a good hot minute. And now I've got the will to be like, let's like go through and do this stuff, and it feels good.
Love it, man. I also bought something. Anybody else can go get this at resignation.bigcartel.com. Yeah, there's We're All Ghosts t-shirts now out for our buddy Wes and his band. They're recording. We are closing in on the Halloween takeover month presented by old Wes.
Next week.
He brings the guests on, gives us the topics, and boom, we draft away for his topic. So go support him and his band. They got a limited run of like 60 t-shirts. So I pre-ordered mine today. I know KA and Jason, they pre-ordered theirs. So there you go.
You better pick a banger topic there, Wes, because I'm going to need at least a week to recuperate from this draft.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well,
No doubt.
Look, you
got to pick something that's going to make me go, okay, I'm back in.
I got something that kind of ties into both of yours. First of all, buying, this was 2 weeks ago. I had it on display, but I didn't mention it. But I bought the 1 out of 5,000 Sting.
It's Sting!
From Ty, who reluctantly sold it to me, but he sold it to me.
Nice. Shout out Ty Harris, Titan Comics.
It was nice that he pretended to be reluctant.
Yeah, he was. He did say, he said, well, he's like, I really like don't want to, but at least I know like with you, it's gonna go to a good place instead of just some kid coming in here. And like it was very high fidelity. Like, why would you sell it to me and not that guy?
That's so funny because I'm so like I mean, with figures, it's one thing, but like if I spend a bunch of money on like a record, the first thing I do is it gets open and it goes on the record player. Like I
have friends that do the exact same thing with figures. Like they're like, toys are supposed to be opened. They're supposed to be played with.
They're not, but
you're right, rightly so. Yes. But they're
you got a beanie on.
Yeah, and then
pretty
the other night I spent my night in the heat Wednesday night getting to go see Wu-Tang, Nas, and surprise special guest Busta Rhymes.
Oh man, that's such a fucking lineup.
I know. He's supposed to join the tour when they got to Houston, and I guess he had some free time, so he was like, I guess I'm going to Tampa. So yeah. Nice. He didn't do much. Like he was only, you can tell like he wasn't really worked into the set list yet.
I got you.
Yeah, it was really cool the way they did it. They had like a DJ playing almost like he was doing like this kind of 40 years of hip hop kind of thing. And
that's awesome.
DJ Scratch. And he did that for like a half hour. And like he did it like, but it like, because it's New York State of Mind. So he'd bounce around to the boroughs. He's like, all right, now we're gonna go to Brooklyn. And he play a couple people from Brooklyn. Then he'd go over to Queen,
The bridge is over. The bridge is over.
And then like yeah. And then like when he got done, like he's like, all right, he's like, because he told him before, he's like, once I'm done, the music will not stop the rest of the night, so go to the bathroom now. Like, and it was awesome. And that's what they did. Like first RZA came out and he kind of did like a RZA solo track, and then he's like, okay, all right, now I'm gonna introduce the Jizza or whatever. And they like he came out and did something from Liquid Swords, like, and like that's how they brought everybody out doing solo stuff. And when they all got on stage, they started doing Wu-Tang stuff. And then
did they pay any homage to ODB?
Just YDB out there, like his kid, yeah. Like I forget, I think it was no, it wasn't Protect Your Neck. It was I'm trying to remember what one of the first ones is, but like when it got to that part, like I see this dude and I'm like, what the like, my brother's like, is that his kid? And I was like, it looks like it's, and like he's fucking like, oh, he's like, because they want to just give his parts to anybody,
right?
And then like later on, they're like, they kind of do this thing where like, and then like it was cool. Then like, so they get done doing their stuff. Then they do the song with like, there's a song with like, I think it was Nas like and RZA, and then like that's it. And then then RZA goes away, and then Nas does like a 10-minute set, and then they like switch off, and like they kept doing that all night. So it's like, we kind of had that question, like, who's going to be the headliner? Like, they truly didn't have a headliner because they just kept switching off and on. I guess cool. Nas kind of was because they ended with one mic, but everybody was on stage as they did it. So, yeah, man, it was really cool. But yeah, with Young Dirty Bastard, they're like, all right, everybody, like, we want to get everybody like, with us, like, start jumping. And like nobody's fucking jumping, right? And he's like, damn, like you guys, he's like, I got a question for you. How many people here were born in like the 2000s? And like smattering of applause. And I was like, how about the 90s? A little bit more. 80s, whoa, fucking huge wave. And then like the 70s was even more. And he goes, All right, now I see why y'all didn't want to jump. He's like, y'all got bad knees. I get it. He's like, but there is one kid here that was born in this millennium, and that's when he introduced the Young Dirty Bastard, and like he came out and did Shimmy Shimmy Y'all. Like, it's fucking amazing.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Ah,
But yeah, it was a hell of a night.
You got me reminded of music. I saw Pup the weekend before.
Ooh.
Fucking ripped it up, man. Well, they always do.
Yeah, and I gotta, before we sign off tonight, I gotta talk to you about the Orpheum next month.
Yeah, we're talking some Gami Gang.
Gami Gang.
Gami Gang.
Yeah.
Gummy gang.
Yeah.
That's my Ravens.
Yeah. Anyone playing any good video games right now?
Dude, I unfortunately haven't.
Man, I haven't played video games in a while.
I've gotten back on my my end of the night. I'm going through numbered Final Fantasies in order right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, after I get out of here tonight, I should have Final Fantasy 4 beaten. Move on to 5. I've never played 5 before.
Oh.
Yeah, and then 6 can't come fast enough.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Pup Band. I think I played on Biff Radio. Robot Writes a Love Song, which that music video absolutely slaps.
Dude, did you? I got most of the way through that episode and I got distracted. But dude, yeah, that album's so good.
Yeah. This was back in like April or March or something like that. I played Pup. Yeah. I've been trying to work my horizons out,
That's it's funny specifically about that song. They played that song, and I had a really cathartic moment because I thought that band was ruined for me forever from past experience. It's like
Gotcha.
Puff's like my favorite band, and I was just like, man. I was just listening to that song in that moment, and Laura's such a G because she's like, I've been listening to nothing but Pup for 3 days. I'll know all the choruses. I'll be good to go for the show. Like, that's how. And then like every time I looked over at her, and he's like, she at least the chorus, like for every fucking song. I was like, all right, you did a lot of fucking homework in 3 days. And that song was on, and I had like 4 gin and sodas, and everything was just right, and like
it just hit you.
It was raining outside too, but like we were just under the awning in Janice Landing, so we were like wet, but it wasn't like miserable.
Mm-hmm.
And, when it rains,
that's a hell of a venue too. It's an awesome venue.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I just a single tear rolled down my cheek, and I just fucking cathartic all over the place while that song happened. Felt
awesome.
So
yeah.
Zen.
Me and Erica did that for the Jay-Z Justin tour, and she listened to all the songs, but obviously she could not quote all of the lines back.
But yeah, that's if that's not Raven, I don't know what is.
That is absolutely Raven. Man. That's a hell of a place to leave on,
Yeah. We should just stop the episode.
That's so Raven. I'll do a punk cover of it.
Yeah.
just as a joke and not tell anyone.
Yes.
I'll send it to James and just, hey, I made this as a goof. You should do it on the play out and not tell anybody.
Since I know James probably won't listen to this, you got to do a punk version of the Golden Eagles song too.
Oh man.
Well, all right.
Here we are. Back to it. 4 picks out of the way, 3 picks to go, 3 honorables on top of it. Drew,
you're on the clock.
I do want to say too, because I was thinking about it while we were doing the Raven. Another reason why the water park one is so big for me is because like calling people nerds is like I do that all the time because of that episode. Like, fuck you, nerd.
All right. It's back on the clock for you there, Drew.
Yeah, I know. I should have been doing research as we were doing that. So Raven.
Yeah, you got to take the L out of clock.
Exactly.
That's what you're back on.
Nailed it.
That's for sure.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of crazy because that's a double because Mac's like all Christian, but also gay.
Yeah.
So like nailed it. He could be to the cross or he could be like,
Got 2 minutes.
All right. So I'm going to take the one, I got to get me a double. I got to get me a double. And that's the high school reunion.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Great choice.
Again, this is one where you get to see all the characters. The fact that nobody remembers the waitress at all.
Yeah.
That's the reveal of Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
I gave it that name.
The dance at the end.
Dude, where it looks like a great scene and then all this show what's like actually happening.
Yes.
And it's so funny because they don't say anything about this, but you can tell that they're all massively out of shape because they're all like just sweaty and gross and disheveled.
D has to fucking put the thing back on.
Oh, for the back. Yeah. The aluminum monster.
Yeah.
Oh, she's trying to like pick on the one girl for being fat who's not fat at all.
Gonna pay the ultimate price.
Where you find out Mac
what is all this stuff in your car? Tools. I have to have my tools.
Yes.
What is that stuff?
That's
shit.
Yeah. These slowly, like, that's another thing, like these slowly like reveal of Dennis as a fucking serial killer.
Oh, yeah.
There was this Reddit thread.
You must think of the smell. But that's not that episode.
You haven't thought of the smell, you bitch. There's this Reddit thread about before they really leaned into Dennis as a serial killer, where they're like, we've picked up all these breadcrumbs, and if you kind of look at this, I think Dennis is a serial killer, and like they really laid out a lot of good breadcrumbs, and then you just, as it goes more and more, like you kind of wonder if they saw that and they're like, let's just really lean into it. But,
yeah,
like it's just all that little stuff where it's like, it's funny in the moment as a throwaway thing, but it's like nothing's ever a throwaway thing in that shit.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I would love to hear when that starts happening, where they get to that on their podcast.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, their podcast, whether you like Always Sunny or not, is just a good ass time. They're just really good at fucking podcasting.
Yeah.
Listen to that after you listen to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not a second before.
That's right. But like that would be cool to hear them address that, where they're like, yeah, we saw all that stuff happening, so we decided let's do an episode.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Yeah, and like honestly, before you listen to that, you should also go listen to me on Scrump's podcast. I forgot to mention that.
Bang bang.
Oh yeah. Bang bang. I even
I was
set it up for you.
I was on the free show this week, so go check it out.
Yeah.
I think I'm just
shout out to
Get your money's
Schmitty
worth on that episode.
I think I'm just the new Stank, but I'm not sure.
I think so too. I'm hoping. It's always great to hear you two together.
Yeah.
All right, Andy.
All right.
Get you a number 5.
Yeah, this is one where, man, I like, there's some of them you're like, this should already be gone, and it's not, because there's just so many bangers. But like, how do I not take this? And I'm getting a number 1 pick here this late, so give me The Nightman Cometh.
Yeah.
I mean, it got made to an actual fucking play,
there's like even in some of those earlier seasons, there is still gold to be mined.
Mm-hmm.
They're absolutely.
Frank's I was gonna say Frank's not in that episode. I forgot Frank's very much in that episode.
Oh yeah, the troll.
Gotta pay
the troll toll.
Toll. If you want to get in this boy's
glory hole.
Are you saying boy's hole?
Audible gasps. The whole woman playing the piano.
Dude, and then my favorite thing is like at the end where it's like stage freeze. No, you don't say stage freeze, you just freeze.
And the whole thing, like, just for him to like propose to the waitress.
That is my favorite thing, because the setup at the beginning of the episode is like, what's your angle for writing this? Like,
right.
Who's it against?
Yeah,
like, I don't have an angle. I'm just writing a musical, except he had an angle the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you said earlier, you were like, nothing's done without reason in this show.
Yeah. And like,
you know,
dude, Frank, like, DeVito does a great job of just like at the end, he's like, I thought it was a good play, Charlie. Like, it's such a nice, like, little thing. Like it I don't know. It's like the way he just read it. It was like, I don't know if it was planned or not, but it's so good. Just, I thought you did a good job.
Also, the music's banging.
It really is.
It's like you could put that on like
Pretty boy,
your ride to
baby
work.
Boy,
you know?
baby boy, I love you.
Just to be clear, I don't want to bang little boys.
But yeah, this
goddamn bitch.
Banger.
I'm
Rock
gonna
opera.
smash your face into a jelly. Oh god, that's a great choice. Okay, you know what? My number 5. I got a lot of good stuff on my short list, and I was almost gonna go for one of the really early episodes, but you know what? I'm gonna save it to the end. Maybe I'll even save it for honorable mention, because you were talking about Charlie. It just got me thinking about Charlie working angles. But instead, I'm gonna go in a completely different direction. Season 10, Show Me Dragon. Again, goes on Family Fight.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No, say anything but show me or whatever. Yeah. Oh fuck.
God.
So good.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember somebody asking me these questions. So, the buzzer is so loud.
Fucking D just cracking that thing.
God, and it's another episode of like Dennis has a clear line of thought about how things should go, and then nothing goes the way that he thinks, and it just frustrates him to no end.
Yeah.
Just fucking Frank Shibuya roll call. And with all the ridiculous stuff that happens in that episode, just Mac not getting say show me, don't say show me.
Yeah.
Every one of Charlie's ridiculous answers is right.
Yes.
It's just answers. What is a food that eats us that we eat that doesn't eat us? Sea urchin. And then like Frank has to end up doing the final because D faints or whatever, because she's been fasting so that she would look good on TV. And then Frank, straight man, number 1 answer on every question.
Yeah.
And then Dennis comes out of the booth and Frank did really good. He's like, Frank, what the hell's going on? And then the buzzer just pulverizes him into submission.
Yeah, because doesn't he only need like 1 point or something? Like he
needs like 2 points or like 5 points or something ridiculous like that. And it's like, please don't air this. Oh, we air every episode. And God, Keegan Michael Key, so fucking funny in that episode.
Man,
it's a good one. And
that is very fun.
I'm gonna loop around now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. There's some very still good stuff on this list here. Let's go with, you know what? I'll go to season 12. I'm gonna go with Hero or Hate Crime.
God damn, yes. Oh, this is another one. It's one of my favorites. You're not getting this at all.
All I ask is that you treat each other with fairness and respect. Ding, 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 ding. It's just another arbiter. A lot of little funny things happened in this episode. And this is an episode. The gang is all locked in a room together and they have to interact. And now this time we get this other neutral person in the
normally we can handle these discussions like in-house. Like calmly or whatever they say.
I said, what was Charlie said? I stepped in the dog shit so I could get the smell of skunk off of me. I was like, oh, well, if we're all smoking cigarettes now, we can do anything. It's so good.
Hey, look, there's some dog shit. Did Charlie you step in that hard?
Charlie drops a hard ER in that episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In front of a black woman.
Yeah.
It's fucking outrageous. And then my favorite thing is the Ass Blaster 5000.
Yes.
And like they're all like hung up on like Mac either being gay or not gay. They're all mad because they don't care if he's gay. They hate him one way or the other.
Yeah.
They're just tired of him doing it to
pretending he's not. Yeah.
And
right.
And the best revelation is Dennis is like, well, this has nothing to do with being gay. This is the work of a sexual deviant. And just the way that they reveal the bike, and just he's standing
the
there,
Ass Pounder 4000.
You just pedal the thing, and it's and it's good to go. It's just an exercise bike. And he's like, why don't you step aside, Mac? And then it was timed so perfectly where he just moves, and then it's just like, boop, boop.
Hey, it can't be a penis. It's got a fist on the end.
Like even the beginning of the episode, he's like, oh, he's like, are you limping? He's like, yeah, I got this new exercise bike. My quads are really tight.
Watch out. There's a pile of dog shit.
Yeah.
You just told me to watch out for it. And yeah, that whole episode is ridiculous. But
plus over a $2 scratch off.
Yeah. Yeah. Net $2. And he wins 10 grand, but then after going through 3 legal arbiters, he gets five fucking dollars at the end. But the good thing that episode did have is Mac finally conclusively was like, you know what? I'm not going to go back in the closet.
Yeah.
Stay out this time.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Some good came out of it.
Yeah. Some good came out of it. So yeah, love that episode. It's aside from the very, very questionable language in it.
A couple words, yeah.
I mean, it is kind of fun, like the argument of like, well, it's if you're not, then it's not a hate crime.
Yeah, bell break because bell breaker. So this show is really handled by people who know how to effectively write and act and portray this stuff neutrally, if that's
they know how to navigate the way
they know how to do it in a way where it's like it's not offensive, it's not mean-spirited. It's definitely provocative when you think about it, but like when you really sit there and cut through it, it's for one, these people are established to not be
good people.
They're just not. So they're not active mouthpieces for the actors portraying them. And also, take into account the actors who do portray them, complete opposite. So and in that they are completely opposite, they know how to effectively write and take these stances that they take. And it's this is one of those episodes where they are very masterful at what they do.
Mhm.
There's something to not getting too big. You know what I'm saying? Like they never got so big that like this would become something that people would take it the wrong way. Like the audience for Always Sunny is the fucking audience. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for whatever reason, like it's because to be able to do 15 seasons now, is that right?
Yeah.
To be able to do 15 seasons and always push the boundary, but like never like kind of full. I mean, I know they've gotten some episodes pulled, but like not crossing the line where people are like trying to like cancel them and shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's something like pretty damn special to that.
Yeah, I mean they handle the satire in like a truly proper way, you know, where it is like it's that thing of like we like that we I recently was actually not on the episode or anything, but like I had this conversation with Scrump like about the like Clerks 2, like the whole, you know, taking back the certain saying.
Oh, right.
And he's like, do you think Kevin Smith, like, do you think like that generation will like eventually like catch up to him? And I was like, I don't think so, because it's like, first of all, like, and it's kind of like the way he explains it in like when the lady asked him about chasing Amy, and he's like, you know, the theory that every like, oh, just every lesbian just needs a good deep dick. And he's like, yeah, but the whole point is like the dumbest person in the fucking movie totally is saying that. Like it's the same with that. It's like, you know, it's the same reason like
these people are all
like,
idiots.
Yeah, the same reason like Blazing Saddles. Like, yeah, the people that are racist all have the same last name. Do you understand? These are inbred Hicks. Like, That's the whole point. Where like you understand that these people are pieces of trash, and like
it's kind of calling out the absurdity in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, and this, you know, ultimately, I think some things boil down to like, it's funny. Well, why is it funny? Because if you don't do any like, if you don't watch Clerks 2, you know, then in a vacuum, you know, it's gonna be like, oh no, you can't do that. That's wrong. But if you look at his reasoning for it, it's just like he had such a identity crisis when he realized that his grandmother was a huge racist.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like he had no idea what to do with it. And it's like it's just ridiculous. It's just such like a ridiculous thing. And like I think it's also like, can it just be funny because it's just fucking silly?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, exactly.
And it's, you know, like I think everybody is not, you know, a perfect paragon of anti-racism, you know, especially, you know, white people. And it's
oh yeah, you definitely have the people that are just like, it was a joke.
Right.
You know,
it's like, no, man,
no, it wasn't.
You're what is wrong.
Yeah.
You're what's wrong with
everything.
But like that is, you know, and then even like, and then Kevin Michael Richardson comes in and like takes him to task over it. And like, you know, I don't know if you remember what happens at the end of that movie. They get thrown in jail.
Yeah.
Oh God. But right. It's a good bell breaker.
Yeah. Who picked that?
Daniel did.
Okay.
So I think I'm
up
his
now? First or second pick?
That was my second. So
I did Family Fight first.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. So this is number 6 for me. I'm gonna go with one that I really like, episodes of TV or just jokes in general, where it takes 20 minutes, whatever, to get to the whole point of it. You know, the punchline is the payoff is this one thing, and you took so long to get there I like that stuff where it just leads you to it. So because of that, I am going to take The Gang Broke D.
Yes.
Oh man, that
dude,
that is on my on my list. That's a great
absolutely
episode.
it is. That
I forgot
such
it was
a good episode.
I forgot it was on my list until I saw it just now. Like, man, what a hot opener for season 9, man.
Dude.
Yeah, because I remember at that, like, I feel like that was at a point where I was kind of like I don't know, like a kind of over,
like is it losing its luster or something like that? Yeah,
9 comes back with that episode, and it's just like, holy shit! Like these guys are fucking great. Like,
but I like I said, I love the long play for like a simple like punchline.
Yeah,
it's fucking amazing.
Like I like
having her fly in the air over Philadelphia just
for 6 hours. Yeah. Oh man.
I was watching Conan before that season came out, and I saw the episode where Rob McElhenney was on Conan, and he was talking about this. He was talking about that episode that they were writing, and like he literally recorded Conan like right there, like right on the show, and that's the recording that they use in that episode. Ladies,
that's great.
A very funny woman. Please welcome to the stage, Sweet D Reynolds.
Just all the money that it took for this whole thing, just because like she was acting kind of shitty about them shitting all over her, one day, and the fact that Dennis wasn't involved at all in the whole thing.
I wasn't.
Because it's the whole he confesses his love for her or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just like the whole thing with Dennis in that episode is so funny, and it's even funnier when he's not in on the joke.
Yeah,
he's just like, I gotta pawn my sister off onto someone so I don't have to fucking deal with it anymore.
Yeah. And he's like, this is comedy now? Everybody, because they hired all the fucking people to be in the crowd just to laugh at her stupid jokes.
Now that's a funny white bitch.
Lavelle Crawford's amazing.
Skinny though.
I'm just a garbage man.
That's the best part. He comes out to fucking Lavelle Crawford. So fucking funny in that episode. It's a landslide. His diarrhea is so nasty.
Oh my god.
And oh man, I love that episode. Oh god, that's a fucking great choice. Drew.
Oh, let's see.
We could do a part 2 of this thing.
Oh, absolutely. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to have 5 honorable mentions each, then that's what we have to do. I mean, I'll just exhaust my list of honorable mentions if we get to the end here.
This one checks a couple boxes because it's one that has all the characters. It's one that is a mystery. And it's one that, since Daniel took another one, it's one of only, I think, 2 Halloween episodes. And I'm gonna go with Who Got D Pregnant.
Yeah, this was one I was debating.
Like D slowly and everybody's story just more and more just to burn till the end. She's just an ostrich.
Fucking Mac talking to her. That shit's so funny. Oh my god!
I decided,
dude, and them all thinking that
I'm dressed up as Vigio Mortenstein.
Oh, Dennis thinking he could have got her pregnant at one point, like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude,
it's a ridiculous episode.
Yeah,
great.
Like Charlie and the waitress thing, the Spider-Man costume.
Fuck, man!
I am insanely high on mescaline.
That
was insanely masculine. Is such a good setup.
And this is where we get one of the greatest sayings ever, right? This is where browned out came from, right?
Yeah. Browning out.
This is browned out.
Yeah, what this is this where they introduce like Frank and Artemis's like food fetish thing too?
Oh yeah.
Dude, this episode,
rains down bacon bits on my head, makes me feel like a Cobb salad. Banging in the Wendy's dumpster.
Oh man. What a fucking banger of a pick.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I love this too because like the whole thing is like, oh, you guys have just spent this whole time worrying about like like we don't give a shit. Like anything like that.
None of you are the father.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
All right.
Last pick.
God, this has got to be a tough one.
It is. I feel like if I do this one, it's just for other reasons. Yeah. I'm gonna do it anyway. This isn't just for James. I'm gonna go with the gang gets whacked.
There we go. This was James's number one pick.
Yeah.
Now that is the one where they find the
nose clamps,
cocaine in the speakers.
Yes.
And then they're trying to sell some tasty nose clamps.
Yeah. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Don't look at me. Look at the ground. Look up at the ceiling. So we're looking at the ground at the ceiling.
This is where this is the one where the lookalike of Dennis, right? Too.
No.
Oh no, I'm thinking of a different. Okay,
No.
yeah.
This is where they go to the country
You're thinking
club
of Dennis looks like a registered sex offender,
Yeah.
which is
right.
on my
Yeah.
list. It's not going
Yeah.
to be my number 7.
Oh man, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is where they go to the country club and try to sell the coke, and
Gotcha.
Charlie's fucking hangs out with the jockeys.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dennis is a gigolo.
Yes. Yeah, it's Frank's pimping him out, but like the title story, the Charlie like,
That's right.
you have
they
any
pay
problem
Mom.
cleaning up shit? No. He's like, normally we use a shovel, but okay.
How about you do me a favor, little Sherm, snort a line off your boner.
And I just love when he first started, and Charlie just goes, "Oh my god, you can talk." Oh, and then like so there's the line that James loves. It's fucking where they kick Mac out because he's the one who gets him busted or whatever. It's like, we don't need you around screwing things up. Oh, such a good
Now
episode.
I hear there are two wars going on. Not even the same thing, but
No, it's not, but it's so good. Yeah,
that episode is funny. I'll honorably mention it right now. I don't remember what episode that is.
I think the gang gets a podcast. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember what the other thing that's going on.
They
Like,
dump that shit on they dump the dirty soap water on the girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, you promised me a rotisserie chicken. Here, cricket, eat a lemon.
Eat a lemon.
man.
Well, yo, you don't want the lemon? No. Hold on.
Oh,
It's a
God.
completely different episode.
Yeah. What happens when you talk about this show?
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying
All
to
right.
do a thing as we speak, where I put down all the seasons so I can count them up at the end and kind of figure out what seasons we picked the most.
All right, it's
Yeah.
you. Number 7.
All right. Number 7. Man. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. This one's fucking hysterical to me. And again, it's another board that gets up and the thing just goes left all over the place. Getting to somehow it turns from a Frank versus Dennis thing to all of a sudden Matt gets him involved in fucking Evolution. So give me Reynolds versus Reynolds.
That is thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting that one. That was on my
this is one that like I really like you said, like anytime there's a trial, that's like the trials. This one, who pooped the bed, you know,
because they have to come up with their theories.
Even that gang doing all their work in the bar.
Yeah,
like it's good.
Oh.
Fuck, man. Yeah, it's, and then like at the end, like Dee's like, you know, just flips out about like how much they've like fucked up her car in the past, and they're like, no,
you couldn't.
Nothing's coming to mind.
One single reason that I might be invested in a case about
setting a precedent of. I also just the little thing of Dennis, like as he's eating this, like listening to the radio, he's like, "Oh, Donna, you dumb bitch," or whatever.
Now, dude, so apparently this actually happened to Glenn. Yeah. Okay. So you said,
yeah. They said it. They said this on the podcast. This is Glenn Howerton in real life did like had this exact thing happen to him because he's eating cereal in his car like a fucking lunatic. And like the way that they react to the show is like, whoa, rewind. We got to go back to what we're talking about here. Why were you eating cereal in your car? And then they're like, we're just turning this into an episode. And a great effect. It's a fucking great episode.
It's so good.
They have the judge meter, and then which takes him 2 hours to make, and then they have to take another 2-hour pause for him to make the evolution meter.
Then he starts talking about like all the scientists and like, and what's fucked up is like as he's saying these things, much like Charlie, I'm like, yeah, he makes a good point. I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, so I felt like I was in there because I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Well, everyone thought he was the smartest guy around until a guy named Galileo came around, thus making Plato and everyone on Earth look like a bitch. And it's the guy before him. It's him and everyone on Earth.
Oh man,
Isaac Newton blew everyone's nips off with his big brain.
Bitch.
But then he also died drinking mercury or whatever. That's making him another bitch. His whole, and then the whole thing of him backing Dennis into the corner of he's just comparing his faith in the Bible to like making the logical fallacy of like, well, you do the same thing by just taking it on these people's admissions, like you've never actually poured over all this.
Right. Oh god. Yeah, that shit's like, and then they actually take it to the streets and the same thing just fucking happens again. Deal pay for.
Oh god. Great episode.
And again, this is do you have a certificate?
Yeah.
Stating that you do not have a donkey brain.
Oh god, man, there's so much that we're not even going to dive into.
I know.
You know, whatever. All right, I'll take my number 7. And you know, I'm glad that we got 7 picks, and I'm glad that this one is still on the board, because this episode is really, really fucking funny. And then it gets to the end of the episode. Mac finds his pride.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I didn't think the show was coming back. Like it was like, I remember being like, it was the perfect ending to the show. Like,
well, yeah, like, you know, for one thing, Glenn was off doing AP bio.
Yeah.
You know, so he was in about half of this season. And they like what I think is really, really funny is that we're in season 7, just Mac just gets morbidly, just fucking grossly fat. And he has diabetes. Not fat shaming the guy. My this doesn't have anything to do with me, but my sister's like, Fat Mac's so hot. But yeah, he gained so much weight in that season as a goof.
Yeah, because he thought it would be funny.
Yeah, but him describing it too is like, in the vein of greats like Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro, I decided to put on 70 pounds of weight for this season. And it's just, and the joke is that he was putting on all this mass so that he could tear it down, but he just has no idea what he's doing. So he just got really, really overweight.
Cultivating mass.
And then in this season, he gets shredded beyond all fucking belief. Nobody fucking cares. And it's hilarious. It's so funny. And he's just trying to like, how are we going to use this for an angle?
Yeah.
Because
he's constantly like popping his shirt off and stuff.
Right. So who would have thought that at the end of this season there was going to be like a fucking, like if this show gets put in the National Registry, this episode has a big fucking part to do with it.
Yeah.
Because that fucking dance at the end of the episode is so,
it's like it's a 10-minute dance. Like
it's fucking incredible.
And like just like Frank, like, oh, I get it now. Like it really is like fucking moving.
Yeah, like, and they didn't need to do anything. Like, I watched that, and my first reaction was, oh man, I bet the white people who love this show. I said to myself, this show is universally offensive, and now it is the white people too. Because imagine, like, it was just the vitriol that can't, like, oh, this show is so stupid and like blah blah blah. So let's just go back to the beginning of this episode. They could see the episode. Mac, he's coming to terms, struggling with things, which Frank ends up being his Sherpa through this fucking journey. And Frank is like trying to do all this stuff. And first thing that happens, bashes his face into a door. So the whole episode, he's just jamming different stuff up. It's so fucking funny.
Stop his bloody nose.
Yeah, like putting fucking just like buffalo chicken and like napkins dipped in orange juice. Just it's so fucking funny. Like they go to like a BDSM like buffet thing, and Frank's he's like, I thought you guys love this. He's like, I'm sure there's a very like specific group of people who likes this. This doesn't speak to me like at all. And this is again more being able to like handle like to walk into this fucking territory effectively. Like it's I think Mac's sister is gay, or his he has two moms. I think, is it? Yeah, we'd have to look that up for sure.
No, yeah, but I think it's his mom's. Yeah.
So, you have a person, acting and doing this stuff, who knows how to like effectively navigate this area. Not gay he's not gay himself, but it's just the way that it's like Frank's prehistoric brain works, and Mac is the voice of reason in the whole fucking episode. And it's so fucking funny. And I love where he's his dancing partner walks out of the room. It's like Frank is like, oh, you're trying to go back into the closet, and just also Mac trying to explain. He's like, okay, so like there's this so God is this chick, and there's pouring rain, and he explains his whole thing to Frank, and he's like, man, he's like, the Catholics really fuck you up. and it's so funny, and it's like you think like it seems like a throwaway joke, and then it gets to the end and he's like, Dad, I'm gay, and the lights hit that Sigaros, they like Sigaros doesn't license their fucking music to anyone, and they're like, this is acceptable.
Yeah.
And
that's pretty badass.
I have shed tears multiple times watching like interpretive dance has never spoken to me.
Yeah.
And then when I saw that, I was like, holy God, like it just opened up.
Because you've been waiting for this moment for just how long, you know?
and like that's the crazy thing. Like it's so fucking out of left field. Like I had no idea something like that was going to happen at the end of the episode. And it's just like, holy shit. Like I just got my fucking mind blown. That was incredible. I feel like that episode is so good. I couldn't just honorably mention it. I had to get it. And I'm glad it was around for the end, because man, what a fucking landmark episode.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
That's it.
Courtney roll. Go ahead, Daniel. 3 more.
All right. Are we doing I'll do 3 more, and then if any more are on my thing, I'll just rattle them off. I said it before. The other one, Dennis looks like a registered sex offender.
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta pop the shirt off.
Yeah.
You gotta pop that shirt off. And that is one of the funniest cold opens. Holy shit. This guy looks just like Dennis. Love that. Oh, you know what? This one got really close to being on my list. And this is a season 2 one. Mac bangs Dennis's mom.
Yeah.
Because this episode, I don't think anyone has schemed more effectively than in this episode. Mac bangs Dennis's mom, and Charlie orchestrates this string of puppet mastering everyone, and his end game is to use it to leverage the waitress into sleeping with him, and he gets everything set up at the end, and then she ends up sleeping with Frank, and as she is like tearfully and enraged screaming at Dennis, the camera's just focused on Charlie the entire time, and a single tear rolls down his cheek, and it's so sad, and it's the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen. It's so goddamn funny.
Yeah.
Great one. And what's another honorable mention? That one was right at the tippy top. The gang reignites the rivalry.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I like that one.
Yeah, fucking Flipadelphia.
Yeah, Flipadelphia.
It's more Dennis going unhinged. Savages, idiots, idiots.
Dude, unhinged Dennis is like
he is legend. Have respect. All right. Hey, you can go.
Do we have one more?
I did 3.
Oh, okay. All right. First one I'll go with is man. God, why am I didn't write it down, but I know I want it, so I'm gonna take it. The one where they are talking about the fucking awards. They go to the bar.
Oh, the gang desperately tries to win an award.
Yes, the gang desperately tries to win an award. They go to that bar, and like just they're poking fun the whole time of all this other shit.
Yeah.
And then they try to like do that, and then Charlie has the best fucking Patty song of all time. And then they're like, "Oh, it's like amazing!" And
busting a nut.
Yeah. then he fucking comes through and gives them that good song, and then they start spitting on him. Oh, it's so fucking good. So
Yeah, I love the discussion too. I think it's like right at the beginning where they're talking about like, well, that medieval bar, like, which is clearly like Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
And then like
Yeah.
that other bar moved in right down the street because they said it's location or whatever. It's like right when Louis was like winning awards. So
Yeah, it's
that's
so great.
good. I gotta go back and watch that because I did not catch that joke. That's
Yeah.
fucking good.
There's so many like little barbs in there that they're just tossing out. It's fun.
We don't care, but like, it'd be nice.
Well, then they switch it up. No, not the bright and the banter, but it needs to go dark and like
And Louis and Louis C.K. only had to touch himself in front of all of his interns and literally have nothing happen to him for it. Yeah. Oh wait, no. What did happen? Oh yeah, he released another comedy special after he laid low for a couple of years. That won a Grammy.
Too.
Yeah.
But nobody's distributing it.
All right, next
no one was. Well, that was the thing. No one was distributing Louis C.K. stuff anyway.
I know he was doing it all himself.
That's true. Yeah. Let's go with The Gang Gets Invincible.
Yeah.
That's a
good one.
The fucking Donovan McNabb.
You get Green Man, so like that's fucking dope to get some of those because some of the best moments. I would say this: there's a lot of best moments that have not touched any of the episodes that we've gotten because the episode might not be as good as the ones we're drafting, but they have these fucking moments that just live in time that are iconic.
Yeah.
So.
It was so easy to jot down 20 episodes.
Oh yeah. And then the last one I'll go with man, Charlie's my guy, so I gotta go with Wolf Cola Public Relations Nightmare.
Season 12.
Back, yeah.
If you can sit down and watch a game of football and eat a bucket of fried chicken, I should be able to watch a dog fight. Watch a chicken fight and eat a bucket of fried dog. Oh God.
Fuck. So good. So
that's like one more thing of like Dennis is a serial killer. Guy doesn't like dogs.
Yeah.
There are some of us out there, but we don't say anything.
Look, man, he'll eat them though.
Get that exact kind of reaction.
Oh. Okay, Drew, hit yours, and then I will give you guys the final breakdown for the actual draft.
Yeah, okay, like you said, Charlie's the man, so let me go with Charlie Rules the World, where they're essentially playing like WoW or whatever it was. He's like, again, fucking just when him and Dee are just like, it's the best when those two are like together. I don't know what it is. It's just that whole like,
and you don't get
stupid bitch. I was doing
that's like the least played dynamic of the whole. Everybody with each other is Charlie and Dee, which is interesting. Yeah.
Let's see. Back to season 12. And again, it's where it's just the Gang 10's bar. I just want us to do our job. Okay, what's the angle? There's no angle.
Yeah, Dennis has really had it in that season.
And oh man, let me go with Daniel. I'm gonna do this because it's 11. So season 11, episode 3, the gang hits the slopes.
I had that one. I had that one on my list. That's such a great episode.
Oh man, you get the 80s vibe too.
Yeah, they even bring back what's the fuck's that guy's name? But he's like
from ski school.
Yeah, the fucking party house.
Yeah. Oh god.
No man, you gotta recycle, man. We get 10 cents a can.
Dude, go back in time and listen to our
Did you come in my burrito?
Oh man.
He didn't come in your burrito. Just Dennis playing that archetype and Charlie wailing on the saxophone after he has hot tub sex with a prostitute. Oh, God.
All right. So Drew, you
was that
clearly
was that did you have all three? You got all three?
Yeah.
You got all three in.
Can I
spit off yours and then
I just want to rattle off things that didn't even get mentioned where there's just so much, there's so much more gold to mine. The gang goes on welfare. The gang misses the boat.
The gang buys a boat
with
the implications.
The implications.
But I am a tether to my rage knows no bounds. Couple of bangers with Charlie's mom. Charlie's mom has cancer. Got P. Diddy. Let's turn this cancer out. Fucking old lady house, a situational comedy.
Fuck. Gang dances their asses off.
I have that let me see if I got anything else on here. Just to be very thorough.
The gang squashes all beefs.
Yeah.
That.
Oh man.
Where
again.
Rickety Cricket burns his face. You were there.
The gang goes to the Jersey Shore.
Yes.
Oh,
dude, I will say I don't think I've ever laughed that hard at this show where they're walking underneath the boardwalks and the two bums are butt fucking. I fucking, it was like had to pause, dying laughing. Oh my God, it was so fucking funny.
This has happened in more than just one show. The IT crowd springs to mind, but I love when people are inadvertently like accomplices to a robbery.
Yes.
And so that whole sequence where they're in the van, and also like the waitress is just on fucking finds out she's on LSD or whatever, and so like her and Charlie have a magical night, but then like that whole montage of just they rob the bank. The guy gets shot. They take him to a veterinary clinic. They shoot the doctor, and then they're on the beach and they're making Dennis and Dean dig their own graves.
Oh fuck!
Oh fuck! We missed a big one.
Rumham,
Dean getting her fucking braid ripped out.
Yeah. Drew always says this, and like I fucking missed it, and I love this one. The gas crisis, wild card bitches.
Wild card bitches.
Now we're just hitching like a hound to sell you some of what we got.
Oh man! All right, you ready for this? So Drew, clearly season 12 is your favorite because you took 3 season 12s in your main 7.
And we didn't. Okay, and I gotta mention also is it the gang goes black? The fucking whiz.
Oh my God!
What are the rules? What are the rules?
Yeah. And then it's Charlie they find out what the rules are really quick at the end of the
episode. For me, season 5 with 2 picks was my top one. The Dennis system and wrestles for the troops. And Daniel, season 11, Mac and Dennis to the Burbs and McDoyle versus Ponderosa. Overall, season 12 won it. Because Daniel gave you that extra boost, but clearly you carried it with 4 picks. Season 5 and season 11 both got 3 picks. Season 4 and 10 got 2 picks. So there you go. So your top 3 seasons, according to us, based on picks: season 12, season 5, season 11.
I feel like nobody mentioned Charlie and Mac or Marley. Mac and Charlie die.
We're idiots.
You were talking at full volume in the vents. You were sitting. I can see out my window, right?
I'm not gonna burn the duster.
Yeah.
Oh, so, speaking of 2-part episodes, fucking Charlie's home alone, and gang wins. The gang wins the big game.
Yes,
like that was another great where they were doing that weird, a bunch of different stuff was going on, like the episode
telling it from different perspectives
or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was so great in that episode because the credits hit and then it cuts to like actual footage of Rob McElhenney at the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it was
yeah.
It was God, it felt so fucking good.
Yeah.
You gotta drink yellow and eat brown and be green, or you have to wear green, eat brown, and drink yellow.
Yeah. I enjoyed the I'm not at all an Eagles fan, but like just watching like everybody celebrate at the end, like the real videos, I was like, that was nice.
I can get behind anyone's team,
Mm-hmm.
winning like that and being like, we never got that win before.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And they just feeling just joy, pure joy and elation.
It's like the Cubbies for Bonesaw, man. They finally did it. That's old ass news.
Crazy.
Now.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we did it somehow without James.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this thing isn't over yet.
I would have loved to have seen what this would have been like with James. Do you have James draft picks?
Just the one.
Just the one. I do think this would have been I think it would have been very different because obviously we all have different like thought process, and James definitely tend to be, Drew and James's tend to be like way different. Like I feel like a lot of mine are like,
I always feel like if you put us on a spectrum, like James is at one end and I'm at the other end.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's same thing for Drew. Like I feel like I'm probably
it's more of a
you're Andy's between Drew and James.
It's more of a cross. Like you guys are over there, I'm up here.
Yeah.
Andy's holding us in the middle, like, wait.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? To check out all the other wonderful podcasts of the Jabroni podcast.
Oh, I have the teams if you want me to read them off.
Oh, well, see, I like to do butt business and then we get a little denouement.
There we go.
Check out the Jabroni U Podcast Network. But do any of that stuff. This podcast or any of the other podcasts. Follow us at Jabroni U and Jabroni U at jabroniu.com. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can follow the exploits of the Island Club on Why Did We Ever Meet and Ceramic Cat. You can tune into Biff Radio, be a fly on the wall at Locals Barbershop After Hours, listen to all new hip hop on Flow and Tell, and get power slammed by New Jabroni Pro Wrestling.
Oh yeah,
me and Bonesaw, baby.
Cream the crop,
yeah. Again, your gateway to follow all these wonderful podcasts is jabroniu.com. Remember to give all the podcasts a 5-star rating, like, share, retweet, and subscribe, or else I'll be here again drafting God knows what.
Yeah,
there it is. Happy belated Daniel. And should I read the teams or just say fuck it?
No, read the teams.
All right, here
favorite.
we go.
This is my favorite part when we have a fucking wacky thing where I'm just mad to no end. That's when James reading is always funny. But as is tradition, please do James's job and read the draft.
Here are our best episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Drew, who pooped the bed? I'm asking you a question. 2, the gang goes to a water park. 3, Charlie catches a leprechaun. 4, a cricket's tale. 5, the high school reunion, part 1 and 2. Who got D pregnant? Number 6, and number 7, the gang gets whacked.
I gotta say that's a weird lineup. I mean, it's not a weird lineup. It's just like none of the. I don't think I would have drafted any of those episodes.
For my team, the winner team, I think that's what James says.
Man, you wouldn't even pick who pooped the bed.
Oh no, sorry.
I was gonna pick who got D pregnant, so you got me there. For Andy's team, number 1, Charlie McDennis, Game of Games. Number 2, Dennis System. Number 3, the gang wrestles for the troops. Number 4, Charlie Work. Number 5, the Nightman Cometh. Number 6, Reynolds versus Reynolds, the serial defense. Forgot what my number 7 pick was. Number 7 was something good, I'm sure. Daniel's team. Number 1 pick. The gang gives Frank an intervention. Number 2, Mac and Dennis move to the burbs. Number 3, Mac Day. Number 4, McDoyle versus Ponderosa, the trial of the century. 2 parts. Number 5.
That's me, the Ponderosa wedding massacre.
Yeah. Family fight. Number 6, hero or hate crime. And number 7, and a great way to end, Mac finds his pride.
So your number 7 was the gang breaks D.
Yeah. Okay.
God, that's like I gotta say, I think Andy, if you took a universal poll, Andy definitely has a lot of like
he is ones I wanted for sure.
He in a traditional sense, Andy has a winning, like has a lot of just winning teams. Like if we were trying to, but we drafted.
He's in the middle of the spectrum.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Middle. Yeah, that's middle of the road, Andy.
So season 9 with that got 2 as well. So seasons. Look, apparently from us, if you watch seasons 9 through 12, that's the best stretch of seasons in the whole show entirety.
It's probably pretty accurate.
Yeah. God, but Frank's Pretty Woman.
Yeah. I love that. Like
Frank's Little Beauties. God.
Oh my God. How did we miss that one?
Season 7 has so many like sleeper hit episodes, man.
Frank's Pretty Woman, that the whole thing of like, just when like she says like such in passing, but I think it's so funny is when she's like, listen, baby dick, to Dennis.
Shut up, baby dick.
And like he takes such a, like, you can just see him seething in that moment. It's so good.
His jacket's tight as dick skin. That's one of the waitresses from Waiting. The loud crass one.
Yeah,
that's her. That's the actress.
Well,
Waiting, based off of Bradenton Bennigan's.
Exactly.
All right, I'm your host, Daniel Solorzano, for One Night Only, for Andy Liner, but not for Drew Kistler. Drew, keep him frosty, man. Do it to him.
Stay cool, motherfuckers. #FreeWillOnly.